Next on stack is Drew. Hi.
Hi.
My name is Drew.
My name is Drew.
I'm from Occupy New Haven.
I'm from Occupy New Haven.
New Haven?
New Haven
is a cultural hub.
Is a cultural hub.
And is ethnically rich.
And is ethnically rich.
New Haven.
New Haven
is home to 4 major colleges.
Is home to 4 major colleges.
Most prominently. Yale University.
Yale University.
We have direct connections.
We have direct connections
to Yale.
To Yale.
And to the Yale student body.
And to the Yale student body.
New Haven.
New Haven
is also home.
Is also home
to one of the most visible.
One of the most visible.
Separation of classes.
Separation of classes.
In class warfare.
In class warfare.
Very prevalent.
It's very prevalent.
We are a 2-minute walk.
We are a 2-minute walk.
From the Connecticut Financial Center.
From the Connecticut Financial Center.
City Hall.
City Hall.
And the secret societies.
And the secret societies.
Of Yale.
Of Yale.
That cultivate.
That cultivate.
The future 1%ers.
The future 1%ers.
Being camped.
Being camped.
In the crux.
In the crux.
Of such a diverse environment.
Of such a diverse environment.
Allows us the opportunity.
Allows us the opportunity.
To form connections.
To form connections.
With people of all walks of life.
People of all walks of life.
We are asking you.
We are asking you.
The occupiers of Zuccotti Park.
The occupiers of Zuccotti Park.
To join us in New Haven.
To join us in New Haven.
Zuccotti is reaching its physical capacity right now.
Is reaching its physical capacity right now.
We have space.
We have space.
For over 500 tents.
For over 500 tents.
And we have. An abundance.
An abundance.
Of resources.
Of resources.
At our fingertips.
At our fingertips.
Occupy New Haven.
Occupy New Haven.
It's only a train ride away.
It's only a train ride away.
We need you.
We need you.
We are not Wall Street.
We are not Wall Street.
I'm sorry. We are not Occupy Wall Street.
We are not Occupy Wall Street.
We are young in comparison.
We are young in comparison.
We have far fewer people than Occupy Wall Street.
We have far fewer people than Occupy Wall Street.
And have plenty of space.
And have plenty of space.
For growth and new ideas.
For growth and new ideas.
We hope to absorb.
We hope to absorb.
The vivacity.
The vivacity.
That we have.
That we have.
All witnessed on Wall Street.
All witnessed on Wall Street.
It is crucial.
It is crucial.
To the survival.
To the survival.
Of Occupy New Haven.
Of Occupy New Haven.
That we gain occupants.
That we gain occupants.
That are willing.
That are willing.
To continue the use.
To continue the use.
Their energy.
Their energy.
And knowledge.
And knowledge.
To help our revolution.
To help our revolution.
Become louder and stronger.
Become louder and stronger.
That was my speech.
That was my speech.
But I have one more thing to say.
I have one more thing to say.
There seems to be a lot of animosity here.
There seems to be a lot of animosity here.
And a lot has to do with overpopulation.
A lot has to do with
overpopulation. We're right down the street.
We're right down the street.
Figuratively.
Figuratively.
Come.
Come.
We're waiting.
We're waiting. Next on stack is Holden. I spoke a bit earlier. And some people in the crew
Were very angry at me.
were very angry at me.
I think because I am privileged.
I think because I am privileged.
I want to say
I've used that privilege to give a gift to this group. And to those who have disrespected me.
by saying I don't know who's at the bottom.
Saying I don't know who's at the bottom.
I live in the fucking back of this park.
I live in the fucking back of this park.
I personally think it is not very appealing.
I personally
benefiting the occupation or not is a question for us to decide upon.
But that's not the issue. Main point.
Main point.
There has been many solutions.
There have been many solutions.
Discovered by many groups.
Discovered by many groups.
I will list some now.
I will list some now.
Adhocracy.
Democracy.
Sociocracy.
Sociocracy.
Cooperative.
Cooperatives.
But there are 750 in this book.
There's 750 in this book.
I ask for us to educate ourselves.
I ask for us to educate ourselves
So we do not try to reinvent the wheel.
so we do not try to reinvent the wheel.
Because we do have to move swiftly, people.
Because we do have to move swiftly, people.
I'm here, ask me anything. I will buy these books for this group because some people are pissed that they think I'm trying to sell them.
I will buy these books for this group and some people are
Anyone wants to give me some money to help support that cause, that's for it.
Anyone wants to give me some money to help support that cause.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to close stack now.
Lorenzo's next on stack.
I've seen this coming for a while. Occupier versus non-occupier. The way I do it is we have no idea how to value things. We don't know how to value each other. Our understandings come from the system to make us all morally bankrupt without knowing it. So to move forward, we have to address ourselves. Acknowledge that it's difficult for us to understand each other, to truly listen to each other. At first, the GA was to try to learn how all of us could live together. We would do that by listening. Along the way, people fracture. People stop listening, coming together, and instead went on their own way. That could be fine,
But we still live here.
but we still live here together.
Let's work on it.
Let's work on it.
I'm Lorenzo.
I'd love to hug you. Jason on the stack.
Hi,
Hi,
my name is Jason Saville.
my name is Jason Samuel.
I am producing an album that will benefit Occupy Wall Street. All proceeds above board will go directly to the needs of the Occupy Wall Street movement. Many of the musicians here at OWS are already involved in this production. One is sitting right here. We are also accepting until Thanksgiving submissions from artists and musicians for inclusion in the album. What we ask of the artists is to develop a cover for this CD set. What we ask from the musicians is to write a song, submit that song to us, We will bring you to a major recording studio in New York City.
We will bring you to a major recording studio in New York City
to record that song for the album. I'd like to read you our mission statement. Our mission. To inspire and celebrate. Through music that occupied Wall Street movement and the Sorry. To inspire and celebrate through music. The Occupy Wall Street movement. And the 99% who've been adversely affected. By the economic corruption. That has permeated our democracy. Created a near insurmountable disparity. In wealth and hindered life. Liberty, justice. And the pursuit of an honest living for all. Music for Occupy. Is in solidarity with Occupy Wall Street. And all the proceeds above board. Obtained through the production, distribution, and marketing. Of Occupy this album. A compilation of music by. For. And inspired by. The Occupy Wall Street movement. And the 99% will go directly towards the needs. Of sustaining this growing movement. If anyone would like to speak with me after this or at any time, come and see me. I'll stick around for a bit. Or email us any submissions. To Music for Occupy. At gmail.com. For is spelled out F-O-R. Thank you and we love you.
How you doing?
I could be way worse. However, I have some concerns. Hold on. First of all, one of my concerns being an occupier in this park is standing up for the 99% of people who are not just disgruntled, but discontent with the way things are going. Economic society, as well as our social society. I was disenchanted recently because I wield a quadrant. And in my quadrant, those contributions are in and occupying this park. Now, I have no wings on my back. However, I'm honest about this. I literally give people contributions. Okay. I want to know where the money is going. That these people, the GA, the people who have structured this, where the money is going. We need not just transparency, but accountability. Because there's some people in the ghetto in which I live that are destined to and occupying. Problem is this.
No, just my voice right here. I was yelling on it.
And the people who have structured this occupied site We need direct access to monetary funds, not just donations, to metro cards, to laundry money. We are occupying this park. Now the thing that made me most disenchanted was that I heard that some of the 99% are the 1% of the 99%.
Are the 1% of the 99%.
What we need is not to know that you're staying in a 5-star hotel. While we are bearing the brunt. The weather. Accountability. Not just transparency. Just okay. No one. Okay, so the high intention. I'm going to say a poem. This is not mine. At some type of cafe. But it's called What is Love? Because I think this is what's driving us concerning our common denominator. I think it's what's really bringing us together. What is love?
What is love?
Is it real?
Is it real?
Is it something you know?
It's something you know.
Or something you feel?
Something you feel.
Is it something you buy?
Something you buy.
And if so, something you wear?
Something you wear.
Or is it your street? That's my share. It was born for conceiving of but destined to death. I love you so.
Louder.
Cancer was given to people and their wife for the boy. It's been good seeing you. One might say that's a jewel, or an ultimate wealth. And there's those who might say, love is life in itself.
Love is life in itself.
But however one might,
It's
it's meaning to be.
meaning to be.
I thank God for the love
Thank God for the love
He gave you to give me.
He gave you to give me. Thank you very much. Next on stack.
Greetings. I'm from Africa.
I'm from Africa.
And I love this.
And I love this.
We all have to bear in mind
that
revolution is a process,
revolution is a process,
not action.
not action.
So problems
So problems
are good.
are good.
The harder the battle,
The harder the battle,
the sweeter the victory.
the sweeter the victory.
With that in mind,
With that in mind,
GA is necessary.
the GA is necessary.
We're fighting a bureaucracy,
Fighting the bureaucracy.
and yet we're getting judged for being bureaucratic.
That's for being bureaucratic.
With that in mind,
With that in mind,
we still have to keep going.
we still have to keep going.
We still need
Still need
a single crucible
a single crucible
that represents horizontal
that represents horizontal
voices,
voices
opinions.
and opinions.
With that in mind,
With that in mind,
there was a sister who was speaking right here.
there was a sister who was speaking right here
To me,
to me,
underline what democracy was.
underline what democracy was.
Given that
Given that
everybody has to be educated
everybody has to be educated
about what we're doing,
about what we're doing,
about where we're going.
about where we're going.
So, we should take action steps,
We should take action steps,
probably from tomorrow, about educating everybody, irrespective of their roles and functions here.
their roles and functions here.
Because it's obvious some people
Some people
are doing a lot of work,
are doing a lot of work,
others are not.
and others are not,
Which is fine still.
which is fine still.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, we've completed stack.
We have completed stack.
We're very much off of what we had planned as the agenda.
We're very much off of what we had planned as the agenda,
But I have a good idea
but I have a good idea
of what the agenda probably will be.
of what the agenda probably will be.
There are many concerns raised tonight
There are many concerns raised tonight
about what are the needs
about what are the needs
and how do we meet those needs
and how do we meet those needs
of the occupiers
of the occupiers
and how do we address their grievances.
and how do we address their grievances.
There's another concern, not unrelated,
There's another concern not related
about accountability and transparency.
about accountability and transparency.
This is an ongoing conversation.
This is an ongoing conversation.
A point of information I would like to share
A point of information I would like to share
is that between noon and 5,
is that between noon and 5
daily,
daily,
over in that big blue tent
over in that big blue tent
where media is,
where media is,
finance also exists.
finance also exists.
They're open to take your questions.
They're open to take your questions
Daily,
daily
between noon and 5.
between noon and 5.
So I think a good idea
So I think a good idea
would be to break out into groups
would be to break out into groups
to
to discuss
how we address in-park grievances.
how we address in-park grievances.
How do we meet the needs and figure out what the needs are?
How do we meet the needs to figure out what the needs are?
Can I get a temperature check on this idea?
Can I get a temperature check on this idea?
Cool. So I think what
We have a GA waiting for announcements. Our friends from Chicago
Our friends from Chicago
begged us earlier
begged us earlier
to allow them the chance to speak.
to allow them the chance to speak.
In solidarity,
In solidarity,
I'd like to ask this GA
I would like to ask this GA
to do a temperature check
to do a temperature check
on allowing them to speak
on allowing them to speak
while or before we do our breakout groups.
while or before we do our breakout groups.
Okay, before we do our breakout groups. Solidarity's awesome!
Solidarity's awesome.
Welcome Chicago!
Welcome Chicago.
Woo!
Thank you guys.
Hello New York.
Hello, New York.
I'm Josh.
I'm Josh.
Kayla.
This is Kayla.
And we're from Occupy Chicago.
We're from Occupy Chicago.
As you guys know,
As you guys know,
we don't have a camp.
we don't have a camp.
We really want one.
We really want one.
This is our plan to get one.
This is our plan to get one.
Rahm Emanuel,
Rahm Emanuel,
Mayor of the City of Chicago,
Mayor of the City of Chicago,
sworn
has sworn
not to let us stay.
not to let us
He
stay.
has harassed us,
He has harassed us,
abused us,
Abused us,
put dogs on us,
put dogs on us,
brought gas masks to a peaceful protest,
and brought gas masks to a peaceful protest,
which was a candlelight vigil.
which was a candlelight vigil.
So we have had enough.
So we have had enough.
So we propose
So we propose
a global day of solidarity,
a global day of solidarity,
mobilization,
Mobilization.
and encampment.
and encampment.
We are going to take our camp.
We are going to take our
We
camp.
are not going to stand down.
We are not going to stand down.
And we ask every single one of you
And we ask every single one of
to
you
stand with us.
to stand with us,
Not only here in Occupy Wall Street,
not only here at Occupy Wall Street,
but in Chicago.
but in Chicago.
Please stand with us.
Please stand with us.
As you guys may know,
As you guys may know,
the G8 and the NATO
the G8 and the NATO
summits are going to be in Chicago
summits are going to be in Chicago
in May.
in May.
We hate them.
We hate them.
We propose
We propose
our encampment
our encampment
to be
to be
on April 7th of 2012,
on April 7th of 2012,
a month before
a month before
G8 and NATO summits
G8 and NATO summits
come Chicago.
come to Chicago.
So we ask you
So we ask you
again
Again.
to stand in solidarity with us,
to stand in solidarity with us
help spread the word,
and help spread the word
and help us prepare
and help us prepare
to take our camp.
to take our camp.
There's a second part to to this.
There's a second part to this.
Occupy Chicago
Occupy Chicago
has decided to adopt a strategy to survive the winter without a camp.
has decided to adopt a strategy to survive the winter without a camp.
We are going to be focusing primarily
We are going to be focusing primarily
on community outreach,
on community outreach,
community building, uniting the three divided parts of Chicago,
uniting the three divided parts of Chicago,
outreaching with other occupies,
outreaching with other occupies,
direct action, civil disobedience, and just completely fucking with Chicago.
and just completely fucking with Chicago.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sparkle.
We call this spirit fingers in Chicago.
Those are jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
They're all jazz hands. They're also sparkle. Thank you guys. We love you guys. I hope to see all you guys out there. Thank you. So, can we have a temperature check?
Could we have a temperature check?
Group hug. Chicago.
For Chicago!
How about we turn to this camera here?
We turn to this camera here.
Live stream.
Live stream.
And tell Chicago we love them.
And tell Chicago we love them.
We love you, Chicago.
We love you, Chicago!
Sparkle.
Fuck Rome Manual.
Fuck Rome Emanuel. Fuck Rome Emanuel. Fuck Rome Emanuel. Fuck Rome Emanuel. Fuck. Thank you. All right, guys.
I'll be that guy.
I still think that this was one of the most productive GAs. Now, however, we must synthesize this and form a way to move forward. Guys, let's identify what are our needs. What are our grievances? And come up with solutions. So we can move forward. I would like to propose or re-propose that we break out in groups of 5 or 6. And come up with these grievances. Can I get a temperature check on that? I'm not seeing many hands. I feel like out of place. Come on, guys. I need to know. How can we move forward? Bring up tonight's agenda. I would like to remind us that the agenda items for tonight have been tabled voluntarily by the people that proposed them to be brought up Tuesday. Because of this concern. Whoa. This is not accurate. We did not table. Oh, my mistake. I will speak to this man right now. I still think we need to find a way to move forward. Serious grievances, though. Derailed the process earlier. I think it was a legitimate derailment. I can only say that. We figure it out.
Mic check. I would like to address two issues. The first, a problem with storage. Many people feel that they're being denied basic essentials and being withheld from them by people from storage. I know for a fact there are many supplies, including sleeping bags and cots that are not being shared. And I understand their issue. Their issue.
They say that some people aren't ready or aren't responsible enough to be given these supplies. However, this should be brought up as a vote and should not automatically be something that some people have the power to judge. Two, there's an issue also with the lack of meat served in the kitchen. Many people need to eat meat. I understand with my vegan and my vegetarian brothers and sisters. However, other people really do need to eat and consume the protein that comes with meat. Please take that in consideration. Thank you.
I made a very big mistake in not acknowledging this man's need to bring a proposal forth. He has a solution that he wanted to bring up originally in tonight's agenda. After we go through this point of information, may we do breakout groups. Temperature check. Cool.
I hear the grievances. I just want to clarify that what we do here is build consensus. When we vote, there are losers and winners. With consensus, we all want to be winners. And we all can be. It seems like a small difference. But it's the difference that makes the movement.
Thank you.
What do you think of the idea of letting Heim bring his proposal forth now? Temperature check. I would like to remind you that this is agreement. This is on the fence. This is disagreement. And this is participatory democracy. So I will ask again. How do you feel about letting Heim speak? Sparkle. I see mostly sparkles. Spirit fingers. And jazz hands. Let's let Heim speak.
Floor is yours, sir.
Hi everyone. I just want to say. At first. That the world is in serious jeopardy. Nuclear waste. Still going into the ocean. In Japan. Etc. We really need to be a tight body. So we can save the world. Because this seems to be humanity's best shot. Therefore, there was an emergency proposal on the agenda for tonight. Because solidarity felt that there was severe division in the movement, which goes against solidarity. Solidarity also recognizes that oppression causes conflict by nature.
By nature.
It's in the Declaration of Independence.
It's in the Declaration of Independence.
When evils become insufferable,
When evils become insufferable,
it's our duty to revolt.
it's our duty to revolt.
Keeping that in mind,
Keeping that in mind,
we don't want to revolt here.
we don't want to revolt here.
We want to make everyone happy.
We want to make everyone happy.
Therefore, considering that, we also want to speed things up
we also want to speed things up
in saving the world.
in saving the world.
We should find
We should find
a way of dealing with everyone's problems
everyone's problems
so we can get on
so we can get on
the real big issues
the real big issues
that we need to deal with.
that we need to deal with.
Hence, Solidarity
Solidarity
had an emergency proposal
had an emergency proposal
to get support for a grievance committee
for a grievance committee
to deal with any problem, big or small, reasonable or unreasonable, that somehow would break unity in the group. May I get a temperature check so far?
May I get a temperature check so far?
Okay, thank you. We currently have a tent, an old medical tent, or rather the old medical tent, which is in the part of the community most underserved. Hence, we could take grievances, or rather discover the grievances that cause this hijacking. So we don't have to have another hijacking. Not because anyone is oppressed. Because we will all exist. Ideally in brotherly love. Recognizing again that oppression causes conflict. And it's in each and every one of our interests that everyone is satisfied. And when we all have enough love for each other, we're more willing to sacrifice. By nature. So it's win-win. So I'm going to be proposing to the group. And I hope we get approval. That we can start up this grievance committee in solidarity. Woo! Any questions so far? We could resort to facilitation. Yes, and I will get to the specific proposal. If there are any questions so far? Get to the proposal. The proposal is multifaceted. And I will do my best to get the exact wording down. But part of the proposal is for volunteers. Solidarity only has a few core members. And we're really overworked. And we need people to help. Even going from tent to tent. To ask people what is even the littlest problem. Ideally, these littlest problems won't come to the GA. But we'll be able to figure them out. On a level. So the GA can do its larger business. Of saving the world. So that's one thing that we need. We also require will not necessarily require, but it will help a certain amount of funding. Solidarity had an iPad, had a laptop or a netbook computer, but sadly they were lost on Occupy Wall Street business, on an emergency. Our work has been slow. We're asking for some funding also.
We're asking for some funding also.
So we can better do our work.
work.
We hope the funding will be approved.
We hope the funding will be approved.
Even if it's not,
Even if it's not,
we're going to do our best.
we're going to do our best
Because we believe in this.
because we believe in
And
this.
we will still hear grievances.
We
have acquired 10 folding chairs.
We have acquired 10 folding chairs
And the agreement of everyone camping in solidarity tents.
and the agreement of everyone camping in solidarity
So
tents.
from tomorrow,
From tomorrow,
ideally
ideally,
late afternoon,
late afternoon,
we will already have a grievance
we will already have a grievance
committee.
committee there.
So we're asking for
asking
in the
for
proposal
in the proposal
volunteers to help solidarity
volunteers to help solidarity
funding
funding
in the amount of
$1,500
$1,500 for some reasonable amount, so this equipment can be replaced. Because it's just harder to deal with this on pen and pad.
Spirit fingers, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's just take a minute here.
All right, guys, so we're going to open up STAG for clarifying questions and concerns. Yeah, related to the proposal. Okay, so
Stack, right?
Trying to.
So I'm going to let Robert speak, and I'm going to continue taking steps. So keep your hand raised if you want to speak.
I already asked you about it, mate. I already asked you about it. So we're either breaking up against that.
two clarifying questions. Was the budgeting part of this proposal on the website for 24 hours before now?
On the website for 24 hours before now.
That's the first one.
That's the first one.
To answer,
This proposal
was accepted
was accepted
as an emergency proposal.
as an emergency proposal.
Solidarity
Solidarity
had already set up a meeting tomorrow between facilitation, mediation, and one of the groups that hijacked this meeting. Class warfare. Because we were very concerned. This was going to happen. Solidarity was so in tune with the pulse. What was going on? That we knew an emergency proposal was necessary. Part two. It sounds like you're asking volunteers. Would this not be in an announcement?
It sounds like you're asking for volunteers. Would this not be an announcement?
Considering the unusual circumstances here,
Considering the unusual circumstances
I hope it's considered appropriate.
Because it's needed.
So Robert, you good?
I gather no, it it was not on the website, and yes, it's an announcement.
Derek is on right here. How you doing? This is Derek.
How you doing? This is Derek.
I ask concerning your proposal.
I just want to ask concerning your proposal.
How do you determine
How do you determine
who has the capacity
who has the capacity
or who is to be chosen
or who is to be chosen
on this grievance board
on this grievance board
that you propose?
that you propose?
Furthermore,
Furthermore,
you
you spoke
about a laptop
about a laptop
and an iPad,
and an iPad,
which to the poorest man
which to the poorest man
is like $1 million.
is like $1 million.
However, concerning
Concerning
all the contributions
all the
and
contributions
donations
and donations
that are logged
that are logged
on that website
on that website
this man spoke about,
this man spoke about,
why can you not take money out
take money out
of the hundreds of thousands of dollars, excuse me, over $1 million by now,
Over $1 million by now.
that has been given to this place.
has been given to this place?
How can you not use that money
How can you not use that money
to replace
to replace
an iPad
an iPad
and a laptop?
and a laptop?
That's what we're trying to do.
That's what we're trying to do.
To utilize that $1 million right now.
To utilize that $1 million right now,
Tiny fraction
tiny fraction
for this proposal.
for this proposal.
It's up to you guys.
It's up to you guys to allow it.
A time-sensitive announcement.
Time-sensitive announcement.
What clarifying questions mean
What clarifying questions means
is that you have a question,
that you have a question,
and I'll ask you to keep it 1 minute
and I'll ask you
or
to
less.
give 1 minute or less.
That's directly related to the proposal.
That's directly related to the proposal.
After clarifying questions,
After clarifying questions,
we open stack for concerns.
we open stack for concern.
That's whatever concerns you have.
That's whatever concerns you have.
Next on stack,
Next on stack,
William.
next on stack, William.
My concern is that you've already lost
that you've already lost
an iPod
an iPod
and a laptop.
and a laptop.
How can we be reassured
Be reassured
that this won't happen again?
that this won't happen again.
Because you lost